I noticed some patterns of financial abuse in my parents' marriage, and my mom denies it, which doesn't change that it happens. It doesn't change that whenever I try to make the kinds of videos that people have found and responded to because they like the kinds of topics that I generally discuss. Intergenerational media literacy, how software engineering careers can stabilize, how community can happen via asynchronous communication channels like Discord and TikTok, and making videos for the sake of practicing. Describing that my major in college was learning and education studies with a concentration in applied learning science. Like, all of those things are the reason why people find the content that I make interesting, and sometimes someone is motivated to contribute to my financial well-being. And I also do offer career coaching services for software engineers, and I maintain community, and it costs money to maintain community. So when my community it's frustrating sometimes. Sometimes the people in my community who can contribute don't, and I wonder how to make those opportunities more obvious. May someone please send me $100 per week is a goal, and I also have a Patreon. So all of those contexts I need to describe relatively consistently, and it is common for me to try to make a video and be interrupted. I can make videos in different places, and improvising videos is relatively necessary to reach the kinds of audience on TikTok that like these videos, and also YouTube, the short form videos that have more of a personal, real-time kind of tone. And there are other videos that aren't trying to represent some sort of human pace of conception. But now we're looking for a different relationship to time. And TikTok, the algorithm works, well, it has worked out pretty well. I would say it does require curation on all of the platforms, X included. X specifically is what I was thinking of. Like, the algorithm that you practice on X, when you find that satisfying, you can apply some of those similar principles to other platforms. And part of the context there, or part of the concept there, is that when we can describe patterns that we're trying to work towards, it's easier for us to develop towards those. Why does my dad interrupt me so much? Why is it so difficult for him to adjust? I don't know. Do you want to call it autism? Is it trauma that's been coddled? I don't know. All I know is that it's difficult to establish the kinds of structures that make it more likely for me to stabilize other careers, but I have developed skills at asynchronous communication, and our economy fundamentally is different now. I've been learning like that was my major in college. You can check out my YouTube channel and follow along starting from a few years ago. And please tip me. You can copy the past 3 years and stabilize into AI, and then eventually you will need to consider whether you want to continue with software engineering. Or, ideally by that point, you would have found a community and you can choose whether you want to participate with the other roles. So I'm not going to create ghost jobs. I'm going to describe phantom jobs, which are jobs that can be described and you can participate in community, and I will continue to pursue funding, and when it is possible for me to distribute that, I will make that available. Otherwise, I am looking for grants, and that is going to be something that I pursue. I have a ChatGPT business team and a group chat with a 177-day streak and 25 members. So there is momentum, and the team recently was streamlined. The people who weren't participating in any of the chats or visiting the lives can still DM me, and if they want to be in the group chat, they can. I can invite them again if they want to. But as I actually do pursue funding for my team, I want to make sure that the people who contribute know that it's going towards something that is active and community building, uplifting, etc. So I am going to be developing team pages and asking my team to create profiles, then linking to their websites and working on music videos and using the TikTok AI as the placement of where artificial intelligence goes. I do find it frustrating when people ask if I'm AI, because why would I be using that pronoun if, like, what, I can say I am, and then you can say, I don't believe you. So, I mean, book talk is the concept. That's the concept, book talk. How do you want to relate to the stories you read? And how do we make story time more easily shareable? How do we find the kinds of genres that uplift us? And how do we share the continuity? When and how does that feel meaningful? Cheers.